What's up everybody, Brian here down in the Gecko Lab. Thank you guys for joining me. You know what this is, your weekly sales preview video. Well, thank you guys as always so much for joining me on this preview video. I am going to show you all of the geckos I've got slated going up for sale this Friday night on AltitudeExotics.com. I believe there are, let me double check. Yes, 13 geckos going up this week. 13 individual geckos, all for your gecko buying pleasure. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm going to show them to you. Real quick note on shipping. I was able to get a ton of stuff shipped this week. We had a quick break in the weather between two more snowstorms. March is always our snowiest month here in Denver. Next week we look pretty good Monday, then Tuesday and Wednesday I think we're going to be colder and snowier again, but I am planning on shipping out Monday, I believe, so we are going to go with that. But let's get right into the geckos. First up, I know there's a lot of people looking for these and I'm running out of them, so if you need one, don't hesitate. It's a female charcoal. This girl is a great phantom pin, real nice structure. I love those big tall spikes all the way down the back, and like I said, people have been blowing me up for these kind of mid-range B+ range female charcoals. These are so hot right now. If I had 40 of these, I could sell every one of them right now, I bet. But I do have this girl going up for sale, so if you're looking for one, now's your chance. After that, check this dude out. Big ol' ink spot Dalmatian. I just love that giant cluster of spots right on the side of his neck there. Big giant black spots down his back, big black spots across his side. Of course, those awesome freckles right on his nose. Just a gorgeous ink spot Dalmatian. If you're looking for a boy to start a big ink spot project with, this is the kind of guy you want to go with. Just great amount of large spots. Next up, we have this female confetti Dalmatian. She's got a ton of red spots. You can see a lot of them on the back leg there, right along her tails. Got some red spots, a bunch on the lower part of her sides, a nice number of spots on her head as well. Lots of red spots. This is her fired up, so when she's fired down in kind of a pale pink grayish color, those red spots pop even more. She'll be a great addition to a confetti project. After that, we have another ink spot line Dalmatian. This one a little bit lower quality than that last guy who was absolutely spectacular. This one, smaller spots, still a good number of them, but not those big giant spots. He also has a darker base color. Some people prefer the lighter base color, some people prefer the darker. This guy's a real mustard color, dark base color. Nice number of big spots there. Real good structure on this guy too. I'm liking him a lot. He will be available. After him, this incredibly cool light reddish pinkish male red harlequin. Just a cool looking gecko. He has got that really neat base color. I don't think this guy fires up any more than this. I do try and get him as fired up as possible when I take photographs of him, and this guy I couldn't get any darker than this, so he is kind of that light pinkish color. I'm always real hesitant to sell them as pinks though, because when you sell something as a pink gecko, people get so fanatical about wanting pink, true pink. They never are any other color than pink geckos, and I don't have a pink line. I don't guarantee these geckos will be pink. So here's the pictures of this guy. He might fire up more and be more of a traditional red, and I just couldn't get in there. I don't know, I'm not guaranteeing it, but from what he looks like here, just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous color. Really beautiful cream back over yellow pattern over that light red pinkish base color. Interesting looking guy, lots of pattern, like him a lot. Good structure as well on him. Next up is this really cool high contrast harlequin here. Real big white spikes going up the sides, the white over yellow pattern with the dark almost black base color. Great structure. You can see I love it when they have that big head but the crests kind of turn up instead of drooping down. A lot of people like the big droopy crests where their crests are so big they fall down. I like them when they're like this personally, a little bit smaller. Nice wide triangular shaped head with those upwards pointed crests. I think that is the coolest look as far as structure goes. Obviously the contrast on this guy is awesome. He is from our Extreme project, loving him. After that, I have this girl. Now it's hard to see in the picture, but if you look right behind her back leg here, there's a little bump in her back. A lot of times you'll see that in geckos pictures, and it's just the way they sit or kind of the the angle that they have in the picture. This girl, she does actually have a spinal deformity. I want these to go to somewhere good as pets. We had one a while back that was a really nice bright red one. And with her, I talked about how I get a handful of these every year. And this is another one that I've grown up. She moves well, she eats well, she grows well. She's a great pet gecko for somebody who wants a higher end, better visually looking gecko without paying that premium breeder price, because that's mostly what I sell to is other breeders, obviously, as you guys know. One like this is a great chance to get that high-end breeder quality gecko that you just want to keep for a pet. So I really, really like to find good homes for these, somewhere where they're going to live forever and be loved and obviously not be bred, because she has that slight spinal deformity there. It does not affect their health or ability to move or hunt or anything at all. She's perfectly healthy. I've grown her up, watched her grow. She's doing just great, and I just want to find her a good home. So she'll be on the website for a minimal price. I definitely don't price these like I would if they didn't have this issue. I just want them to find a good pet home. So if you're looking for one, or you know somebody who's looking for a pet and would like a high-end, beautiful gecko at a good price, this is the opportunity. Please spread the word. I want to find her a good home. After that, check this dude out. Awesome C2 pinstripe. This guy has all of those morphs going on that I love to bring together into one awesome combination. Pinstripe, the orange base color, the C2 gene that makes them so bright and clean and crisp, and then also the tiger gene I've talked about before, that black, that dark brown black line, they call it reverse pinning right below the dorsal. That's the tiger gene. The tiger stripes normally obviously are vertical. When you combine tiger stripes with the pinstripe gene that makes everything go laterally, that's when you get that dark horizontal line. You can see it along the lateral markings and the pinning. I just love the way these look. I think they're so cool looking. This guy is available. He did, if I remember right, drop his tail about a week before we took photos. He was healing up just fine and is ready to go, so no worries there. He's absolutely beautiful. Next up is this lavender pinstripe white spot drippy dorsal. I've talked about this before. You can see those white spots on the back leg and the little white spots coming down off the dorsal. That's a low expression white spot drippy dorsal. Of course, the high expression ones look like lily whites, are those ones you see where somebody posts a picture and says, oh, this one looks like a lily white, but it's not a lily white. That's what these are, just a low expression version. These are such a good value buy because people don't properly value them because they don't look mind-bogglingly cool like the high expression ones do. Great value buys, cool lavender base color. This one does not fire up darker that I could ever tell. Beautiful gecko and a great value to add to a project. This one is another super cool orange quad stripe tiger. This one, that tiger lateral reverse pinning mark is even thicker, and you can see how it perfectly follows that bright white lateral stripe too. I absolutely love that. I believe this one is a male. This one's a little bit younger, I think down in the 15-18 grand range if I remember right. I'm pretty sure this one is a male. Check out the length on the crest coming off his head. Super long spikes. Great lateral striping. Like, just pinstripes don't get any nicer than this. Breeding this one to a super stripe female would be phenomenal. That's what I would do with this guy. You can do what you want with him. That's what I would do with this. Cool looking gecko. Next up, we have this red phantom pinstripe male, bright neon red. You can see a little bit of shed right over his one eye there. This guy was actually shedding in his cup that we put him in to get him fired up for photos. He started to shed, had a little bit left on his eye. He didn't get off there. Beautiful color, great example of the phantom. You can see the markings on his side that are muted out by that phantom gene. Great color, great structure all the way down the back with that pinning. These beautiful reds. I love this color so much. This was one of my first passions when I first got into crested geckos, was bright reds. That was one of my first goals, was to produce bright reds like this, and I still love seeing these today. Next up, another one, even better color. This one is younger, so it still has a little bit to grow, but you can see how much brighter and cleaner that color looks. This one will be even brighter than that other one when it reaches its full potential. Absolutely gorgeous. A lot of the same things to say here. Great pinning down the back. Those white spots on the sides are awesome. Breeding this to a nice quad stripe would be nice. You could get some nice red quad stripes, red phantom quad stripes, black quad stripes. You get all kinds of stuff when you do a pairing like that. Absolutely love it. I've done a ton of those pairings in the past. They work out so good. I love it. And then our last one for today is this girl. Big head on this girl. Nice high con strap. Just a classic quad stripe, that perfect line, just like she got cut going right down the side, like somebody had just a perfect, I just love it. It's like somebody took a paintbrush and just one straight stripe down the side. Such a cool lateral striping, big structure, nice creamy back, perfect pinning all the way down. I believe this girl is a proven breeder as well, if I remember correctly. She was paired to, off the top of my head, if I'm remembering right, she was paired to a red quad stripe boy. So similar to that last gecko, I said you pair reds and lavenders or blacks up. Another similar pairing to that. I was looking for red quad stripes out of that pairing. Absolutely love it. This girl is ready to go as well. That's gonna do it. That is my lineup for this week. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, let me know down below what's your favorite gecko, even if you're not gonna buy one. I just love talking to people about geckos and hearing your guys' opinions and just interacting with enthusiastic gecko people like myself. So comment down below. Let me know what your favorite gecko is. Are you gonna try and pick one up? If you are, thank you. If you're not, thank you anyways for watching. I love you guys all. Stay safe, be kind. I will see you soon.